Welcome! In today's video, we are going to talk about a topic that I have been asked about in my other channels, and it is about pimples or acne and how I did to cure myself. Today, I am going to tell you how I did it, following a homemade recipe, which most likely is that you have it at home and you will be able to do it easily. Although, let me tell you that it is best to always resort to a professional. So to give us the right treatment, I in my desperation did this, and it worked. For me, recall that acne, or pimples, is a skin condition that occurs when the hair follicles fill with oil and dead skin cells. It is something that is more common in adolescents and young adults. Symptoms vary from comedones without inflammation to pus-filled pustules or large, red, soft bumps. So of course it requires medical attention from a professional. Then I had the opportunity to go to a professional, and these were his recommendations. Use a gentle, non-comedogenic facial cleanser to remove dirt, oil and impurities without clogging pores. Look for products containing salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide, which can help prevent breakouts of how my face looks. Avoid harsh physical exfoliants that can irritate the skin, and OPT instead for chemical exfoliants such as glycolic acid or lactic acid, which help unclog pores and remove dead skin cells. Use a light, oil-free moisturizer to hydrate skin without causing more breakouts. Look for ingredients such as hyaluronic acid or niacinamide, which can help soothe and protect acne-prone skin. Apply a localized treatment containing benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid directly to pimples too. Reduce inflammation and speed healing. Use sunscreen daily to protect the skin from UV rays, which can aggravate acne and cause post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Avoid touching your face or picking at your acne, as this can spread bacteria and cause scarring. This is an important tip that I had a hard time achieving. Now let's go with the recipe. The first step is to take a piece of aloe vera and proceed to wash it before removing the peel. We remove the pulp, which is the crystalline inside. We can do it with a spoon or a knife, and we can discard the peel. Although we do not need much pulp, since aloe vera yields more than what it seems. Now, as a last step, we leave the crystal soaking in water. This we will do to remove the iodine that brings the plant itself. We will do it for an hour. You can also put it in the blender if you do not want to grind it. Now, my friends, we would be left with something like this. Although it may not seem like much, it yields a lot. We are going to use a palette like this one. That is especially for facial masks, since we can't. Or well, if we can, but it is not advisable to put our hand in it, in case you do not have it available or you cannot buy it. Whatever the inconvenience, if you are going to use your hands, make sure they are clean so that you do not contaminate the mixture. Because apart from the fact that you can contaminate the mixture, you can cause more breakouts on your face, and that's what we don't want. Now we can go on to wash our face with this brush. Especially for the face, it is not mandatory, but if you have it, is fine. We apply the soap we have for the face. We cannot apply soap for the body. And we wash very well with gentle movements. No more than 1 minute. That's enough. Do not use hot water. After we massage for a minute, we remove the soap from our face. Remember not to use hot water. It can be a little warm or cold, but not hot. I always do it with lukewarm or cold water, but not hot water, which will dry out the skin. Now, after drying our face, we are ready to apply our mask, or homemade recipe as you want to call it. It is important to dry the face with a clean towel. A trick that worked quite well for me was to put these thick pieces of aloe vera that I am showing you. I would apply these pieces just on the pimple. If you liquefy the aloe, maybe you will have less lumps. In this case, I did not liquefy it, but I crushed it myself. because I like when I have those lumps. So I can apply it just on the pimple and I let it dry before I go to sleep. At this moment, I have to confess that I haven't applied aloe vera for about a month, so that's why I have these pimples on my chin. So let's continue. Now we can apply the mask. I am going to start applying it from the chin. You can do it from any part of the face and with the help of the mask paddle. This will facilitate the process, but if you do not have it, do it with clean hands. It may start to burn a little. That's normal. But for me, this pain is nothing because I remember when my face was super sprouted. And it hurt 3 times more. But really, aloe has helped me a lot. I will not tire of telling you to go to a professional because it is the right thing to do. But if you do not want to or cannot have the money, I also just gave you some tips that my doctor gave me what to do in another case. This time I do it. Because I am teaching it to you, then I will continue uploading other methods. In case you want to try them, here I am also going to apply the piece of aloe vera that I told you to see if it still works for me. What you can do with the leftover mixture is to put it in the refrigerator and keep it for the next time. Now what we should do is let the mask sit on our face all night. Is what I did, and that's how it worked for me. I sleep with the mixture on my face. Do not put it on immediately when you go to sleep. You have to first put the mask on at least 30 minutes before and then if you can go to sleep, you have to make sure your face is dry. When the mask dries on your face, you will feel it as hard. And this would be all. I hope it helps you.